Hello, everybody. Hi there on Instagram and everybody on YouTube. Hello, hello. I can see. Yes, I am muted there. So am I live? Am I live? Yes, I am. I am live here. Hey, Ankita. Hey, Kavya. Hi, Akshu. Okay. Hi, Akshu. Sudeshna, Rima. Hi, Rima. So good to see you guys. Sweet Angel. I like that name. I like anything that has angels in it. Superb. So cool. So welcome, guys. Welcome to my Facebook Live 11:11, and it's time to make a wish. And yet, when I was actually getting ready for today's live, I was actually wondering that, frankly, it's not just 11:11. You can make a wish any point of time. You know, um, how many of you heard the story of Aladdin and the magic lamp as a kid? Yeah. I mean, we can make this interactive. You can write your comments in the chat. I can definitely read your comments from here. So just write me in the chat box if you heard the story. And many of us heard the story that, he got the genie and it was one wish that the genie can grant him. What if it wasn't just one wish? What if we all actually, frankly, we have multiple beings around us, like not just a genie, we have way more powerful angels and beings that are always around us, listening to us. And frankly, we may be making them crazy. I mean, they don't get crazy, but if it would be a human being listening to what is happening in your head, that being definitely would get crazy. So let me show you, how does it look like for a being who is really there, really wanting to help you, and is listening to your head, trying to help you. Okay. How many of you have, hey, Shivani, good to see you here, love. So how many of you have seen the movie Garam Masala? Now, I hope I'm saying the right name. So it's the same movie where Paresh Rawal is there and Akshay Kumar is there. And Akshay Kumar is like a Casanova and he brings in a lot of girlfriends. So there is a air hostess and other girls, and isn't that the movie? Yeah. So one girl walks in and she's like, can you make some fish for me? And he begins making the fish for her. And almost like he makes this amazing fish. And when he's about to present it, even before he would put it in the dishes, she's like, there's another girl walks in and she's like, what is this? I mean, I'm pure vegetarian and you are serving me fish and I can't eat fish. So he gets so frustrated and then he throws the fish away and then he starts cooking vegetarian. And another girl walks in and she's like, where is my fish? And Paresh Rawal is like, I'm going crazy. I'm going out of here. So we must be really grateful to our angels that they don't give up on us. They're still there. But just imagine someone listening to your head, someone who really wants to help you, someone who really wants to grant your wishes, someone who really wants to actualize things in your life and guide you through it, is listening to your head. And I'm just giving you an example how it sounds. So in your head, it sounds like, oh, I really want to have a car. And how wonderful would it be to have an Audi car or a BMW? And it's like, yeah, universe, I would like to have a BMW or an Audi car or whatever it is that you're asking right now, like a bigger house or a job or source of income or your business doing well, whatever it is. But then so you've said your wish, you visualized about it, you've written affirmations about it, and you done all the job. And you think, of course, I've done all these things that the gurus, the trainers, coaches tell me I should be doing. But you are not focusing on what you're thinking. So you may be doing all of those supposedly right thing, but in your head, there is this little voice that may be telling you, have you lost it? Are you crazy? Do you even know how much the BMW cost? I mean, how is that going to happen? Now, when you listen to that little voice, or you have thoughts like that, which is contradictory to what you're asking for, if you're not canceling them, or if you are an access person, if you're not potting it, what you're doing is you are vibrating at the frequency which is contradictory to what you're asking. And you always attract, which is vibrationally congruent to what you are, you always attract what you are vibrationally congruent to. So if you are vibrationally congruent, I know it's getting a little technical, but if you get this one part, I am telling you, your whole life can change. So if you're vibrationally congruent to having that particular car would be difficult, that becomes your reality. If you're vibrationally congruent to making my ends meet is difficult, that becomes your reality. If you're vibrationally congruent to it is difficult to live life, that becomes your reality. So I think this is where affirmations do not work, because if you're doing the affirmation, you're reading it once in a day, but throughout the day, what your being is, all that is a lie. I can't. If you're operating at you can't, guess what? That becomes your reality. So what if today you just observe, what are you vibrating at? Are you vibrating at the frequency that it is easy and it is fun? Or are you vibrating at a frequency that it's difficult? And trust me, I had been there where life was really difficult. And I am constantly practicing observing my thoughts, my emotions, and if they are not congruent to what I'm choosing to live my life as, I sort it out. I let go of it. I release it. I cancel it. And I see life changing accordingly. And I'm sure if I can do it, so can you. And I'm doing these lives because I know that this works, and I would like to contribute to you, and I would like you to put this all in your habit. Almost 5-6 months back, we started with something called daily angel practice, and which is like every day we started with 20 minutes, but we do it somewhere around 30 to 40 some days. But every day for 20 minutes, we connect with the higher beings, with the higher energies, and we receive. And we also release, every day we are releasing stuff and we are receiving stuff. And I'm actually experiencing miracles happening in the entire community that is part of it. And I know when you're doing something, when you're part of something on a daily basis, you are actually deliberately working towards creating a different future for yourself, because your environment does affect. And please choose your environment wisely. Choose your environment wisely. If there are people, again, this is where you got to practice, remember, selfish, always selfish. So if there are people in your environment that talk what you would not like as your reality, stay away from them, avoid them if you can. Yet, you don't have to be with people you don't want to be. There is no have to in life. You got to practice this. And they may not like you for doing it. They may hate you for doing it. Be selfish. Selfish. Remember, choose your company wisely, because you become, I once read this, you become, congruent to the 5 people you spend most of your time with. Hey, Yash, thank you so much. Yash says, good to see you back. Yes, I'm back. I'm forward. So you become vibrationally congruent to 5 people you spend most of your time with. So who are the people you're spending most of your time with? And you will become like that. So be very aware and wise about who are you spending time with. And if you don't have that environment around you as of now, the kind of people you would like to be like, instead of sitting and complaining about and hoping and expecting them to change someday, and then you will have a good life, pause, give them a break, give yourself a break, and go online. There are lots of magical people online right now. We are in a beautiful phase in the world where there are online classes happening. There are so many amazing YouTube videos. There are so many amazing people online doing lives like these. Spend more time doing that. Spend more time focusing on what would you like your life to be like rather than what is your life right now. Because even if you're complaining about it, that energy that gets created when you're complaining attracts more of what you will complain. Okay. So what are you going to do throughout the day today? Every day we just intend, okay, for today, this is what we are going to do. So for today, what you're going to do, what we are going to do, all of us together, we are going to focus on what we would like to create in our life. Maybe just pick up your diary and start writing things you would like to have in your life. And you know, when life puts you down and people around puts you down and they want you to focus on what is not working in your life or what is not working in the world, just go to your room, close the door, pick up your list and start looking at that list with the energy of how wonderful would it be when I will have that? You know, how wonderful would it be when I will go for that trip to Maldives? How wonderful would it be when I'll go for that cruise to New Zealand? How wonderful would it be when I will have that dream body of mine? How wonderful would it be? And when you will start acknowledging that, you will also start acknowledging there are a lot of wonderful things happening right now. How wonderful it is that I have a room. How wonderful it is that I have a body. How wonderful it is that awesome. There's Bagul Namrata says, how do you know? I know that happens with me all the time in my classes and my sessions. My participants are like, this is exactly what I was thinking. This is exactly what is happening in my life. Little psychic there, a lot psychic actually. So so I even I have this wonderful course which calls Increase Your Psychic Powers, and it's really amazing how it is changing people's life, because I now can confidently say that there are a lot of people on the planet right now who are psychic. We have amazing psychic powers, and when you don't know how to deal with them or how to use them to your advantage, they really, it's like you use them against you in a way, because you don't know how to use them. So it's important for us to learn how to use them to our advantage. Yeah. So with that, guys, thank you so much. I really, really, really adore you all. Thank you for showing up for my lives, whether you're watching it live or you're watching the repeat. And yes, you can send me messages in the comments. I'm going to read all the comments on all the platforms. And also you can send me messages in the messengers telling me what are some of the things that are troubling you in your life and what are the things you would like me to talk about. And we can really take them on in my lives to come. I would love to contribute. I would love to be the contribution. Thank you, Namrata. Namrata says you're beautiful and amazing. And thank you so much. Okay, guys, have a wonderful day. Have a rocking day. And I'll see you guys tomorrow again. Bye-bye. Yes. So I'm kind of becoming pro at it now. I know how to end these lives.